Yeah, that's the same person. Hi everyone, this is kind of funny to do a video like this because you can clearly see that this is an old picture of me and all the tattoos I used to have, and some more that are not on this picture per se. But anytime I stay in this location, this is hanging here like it's some beautiful picture and it's absolutely terrible. Let's look at it closely. So just to show you closely, this is what I used to look like many years ago. This per se, and again, I just have to figure out how to work with this camera. But this is 2014, but it doesn't mean that this picture was shot in 2014. I believe this picture was shot 2013 or 12, whatever. Which means that it's really old, and Veronica, not only I look different, but this persona is gone, and it's been gone for so long. It's unbelievable to me to look at this and think that it's me. I can't even fathom the fact that I did this to my body and I had to do a whole laser removal ever since. So let's sit down, talk about it, but this is just one of those pictures that makes you think like, wow, just wow. We all have regrets in life. Some regrets are more visible than others, and obviously, these were the bad decisions I made that were visible to everybody. So, like I said, let's sit down, talk about it. There's a bunch of pictures I can show you like that with the tattoos, and just to prove you that I am not lying, let me just show you this shoulder. So, I've been undergoing the whole laser treatment for many years, and this is kind of the top of my shoulder now. And on my website I have documented how I've been going through it and how it's slowly been disappearing. There's more tattoos. One behind my neck is already gone, and one right above my buttocks is already gone too. So those disappeared quickly. I had all these outlines going down, and I'll put in some pictures so you can see clearly what I'm talking about instead of, you know, trying to describe it verbally. But that all took over 10 years to get rid of. Now it's 2025. I just show you a picture that's probably from maybe even 2012, 2013, and it's been a journey. I've been documenting this progress of this basically a leveling up journey of mine and internal glow up, because I've been through a lot and changed a lot, and visually changed a lot, energy wise changed a lot. My views on tattoos have always been kind of the same. I personally didn't even like the tattoos right away. I think it took me 3 months to really realize that I did something really bad to my body, and questioning myself, what did I do? Why did I do it? And what do I want to do now? Because I was the 18-year-old dumb girl. I would even call myself white trash that just went for some stupid ink thinking it's cool, and I'm always gonna think it's cool. But you change, especially if you evolve as a person from experiences and just growing up. Your views on tattoos and stuff like that and body modification change. I used to have even my gauges in my ears. I used to have piercings. I used to have crazy hair. All of that can be seen on my website because I present it to people in order to hopefully encourage people not to do dumb stuff like that. I did so much dumb things in my life. I would never do this kind of body modification to my body. Your body is sacred, your body should be taken care of, your body should be appreciated and respected. And once you start this whole body modification stuff, you just show in the world that you do not respect your body. You don't like your body, you don't appreciate the healthy body that you got, and you're gonna modify it for the worse. Don't tell me that tattoos make people look better. Maybe for some guys it adds that little edginess and they need to feel manly, but you can be a manly guy without any tattoos. You can be a beautiful woman and you should be a beautiful woman with no ink. I do not agree with any kind of ink. Totally against it. If you like it and it's meaningful for you, good for you. For me, it had zero meaning. It was just dumb decision, and I would never do it again if I could go back. And not only the ink looked bad for years and years, ever since I got it, it never looked good. It cost me so much money. It cost me so much money to get it back then. It cost me at least 10 or 20 times more to get rid of it. Now think of that. It's been unbelievably long journey, because back then when I started lasering it off, and I think I started 2013, 2014 to laser it off, but I'm really not sure, don't quote me on that. It's on my website, and I'm sure the years there should be correct. But thinking back, the technology, of course, was different back then. It started being popular with the whole pico laser later on. So what treatment I got at the beginning were not really doing much. I wasted years with treatments that did little to no improvement. And I must say that the last couple of years that I've been doing my treatments, it's been such a big difference compared to what they did years and years before. So I really feel like I wasted time using some older technology, or maybe the ink was so deep and so colorful that it just needed the time to heal and rejuvenate, so there's less scarring. But unbelievably stupid decision to get anything on your skin like that. I always tell people, if you want to look different, just get a different outfit, change your hair color, do, stuff that are just temporary, get some nice jewelry to make yourself feel different. It's just not good to do any permanent decisions like this on your body if you're a temporary state of mind. And by temporary state of mind, I mean I was a stupid teenager, and your brain doesn't fully develop at least till 25. I personally think that mine is still developing. I'm asking myself, when is it gonna be fully adult? When is this gonna fully develop? But really, they should not allow tattoos being done on young, dumb teenagers like I was. Unbelievably stupid, and unbelievable to see people getting anything like that on their healthy, beautiful bodies. Stuff that only look trendy and they wanna blend in, or they wanna look different. People get tattoos for whatever reasons. If it's really meaningful for you and you love it, who am I to judge? Do whatever. I personally am against it. If I could go back, would never get anything, and I would not recommend any woman to get any ink on their body. You're gonna regret it one way or another later on in life. A lot of women I see regretting the tattoos is mostly because when they wear some nice gowns or just beautiful formal wear and just classy outfits, you put tattoos next to it and it just looks like trash. I don't want to say, I'm sorry to say, because I am not sorry. I call myself a white trash because I used to be a white trash. And you are too if you're getting these tattoos and trying to dress up. It looks like white trash. It doesn't look pretty. Yes, you can have some nice ink, really well done. I'm not saying mine was pretty at all. I've seen some nice art, but I would rather see the art on a canvas or on a paper, not on somebody's skin. You are like a walking marketing campaign for an artist that is damaging your body, is literally ugly. As you age, it gets even uglier. So what's the point there? If you want to be an artist, go paint or go craft something, but don't craft it on other people. This is so bizarre to let young minds get so sucked into this trend of ink, because I think 10 out of 10 regret it later on. And maybe some of them cover it up with something a little better, or they think it's a little better. But most of the time, don't tell me that everybody that got their ink done in young years is so proud and showing it off. Maybe they're just too proud to swallow their ego pride and be like, you know what, I really messed up. It's really ugly. I made a mistake. And not everybody is like that. Maybe they're just not willing to admit that they really messed up. So take it from me, please. If you thinking about getting tattoos, don't get any. Takes years and years to get rid of it. Maybe it's a little faster now to get rid of your ink, but it's still not cheap. It's super painful. And as I mentioned, see the pictures on my website to go check out the whole progress and what crazy experience it's been for the 10 years to get rid of something so ugly. And yes, people are free to do whatever with their body, and who am I to judge and who am I to tell people what to do and not to do? Just because my ink was ugly doesn't mean that everybody's ink is ugly. Overall, it's just a stupid decision. That's all I'm saying. And you should think twice about getting something permanent on your body. There's so many other ways how to make your body beautiful, and getting ink is definitely not one of them. And even though every generation is very different when it comes to ink, maybe our grandmas look at it and they were like, oh my god, just prisoners get ink. Nowadays, artists get ink and it's so artsy fartsy, trendy. Bleh. However, when people get into a certain age and start realizing that, you know what, I actually want to become more classy of a person, I want to have a better life, I want to level up my journey, and being stuck in those looks on your body, yes, you can level up as a all fully inked person, and if you wear it well and it fits your image and it doesn't disrupt your life and you're happy with what you see in the mirror, good for you. I would rather have a clean, nice, healthy skin instead of having somebody else's nonsense on me for the rest of my life, and then see as we age, skin sags. So see the sagging on people's skin and the sagging tattoos. It's not pretty. So please take it from me, take it as a warning to not get any ink. And if you really insist on getting something permanent on your skin, make sure that you at least 25 or late 20s to make such a decision. Because if somebody asked me in my late 20s if I still want to get any ink, if I didn't get it back when I was 18 or freshly 18, I would say no. I didn't want to get ink anytime after I got that stupid stuff at the same time. I was only 18, not thinking with my brain. I don't think I even had a brain back then. So if really people ask me later on, I would say no. People change their ideas of what they want to look like and do with their life changes. And plus, when you look at closely, let's look at this closely, okay? When you look at this, I didn't even care to get my nails done. I didn't even care to have nice eyebrows. Makeup probably not a good job either, but look at that. Absolute disaster. There were more, I had more here on the shoulder than, like I said, behind my neck and above my butt. Back then here, I believe I still had the gauges in my ears, which were 3/4 of an inch. Horrible. I used to have a septum pierce, used to have a lip pierce, used to have a tongue ring. If this is not white trash, I don't know what is, but people change, and hopefully, just hopefully, most of us change for the better. I'm not saying I'm anywhere near the final phase of my life where I want to be, not at all, but I am trying to be better than this. So take it from me, learn from my mistakes so you don't make the same ones, and try to do better.